You may know about the third shot drop, but here's what you need to know when your partner's the one hitting the third shot drop and you're the one who's watching. So what's the purpose of the third shot drop? Well, one thing you see often at the beginner levels is two players at the baseline just ripping balls at two players at the kitchen. When they're returning the ball, right, so Tyler returns the ball, he comes up to the kitchen. Right now, they have the advantage because they have two players at the kitchen, we have two players at the baseline. In order to even the playing field, we have to give ourselves a chance, time, to get up to the kitchen to even that playing field. We use a third shot drop to do that. That's the purpose of it. So here's the most common mistake I see with the person who's not the one hitting the third shot. Remember, serve is the first, return is the second. The third shot's the one we're talking about. So when I'm not the one hitting the third, here's the mistake a lot of beginners make. JT's gonna serve, return back to us. I'm just gonna charge the kitchen and I'm not even gonna look at the ball. This is how I first learned it. Go. What did I do to that guy? So don't do that. Here's 3 words you want to remember for what you do want to do when you're not the person hitting the third shot. Turn, watch, decide. So as JT's about to hit the serve, I'm going to do what's called a prep step. I'm going to take 1 to 2 steps inside the baseline, and then I'm going to get my head over toward JT. That's the turn. Turn your head. I'm going to watch to see what his ball does, and then decide how quickly I should get to the kitchen. Should I stay here or should I retreat? Let's see an example of that. Here we go. Same thing. JT serves, return, comes, I'm gonna step in, turn, watch, decide. Oh! So how do you know what your decision is? You've taken your prep step, you're 1 to 2 steps in, you've turned to watch your partner about to hit their third shot, you've watched the ball come off their paddle, now it's decision time. Well, how do you make that decision? Insert the traffic light system. Sounded like a whole sales pitch.
Today's video is brought to you by Selkirk.
Green light, yellow light, red light. In fact, this is language you can actually use with your partner. Your partner could hit their third and say green or yellow or red. And I'm gonna tell you what those words and those lights indicate right now. There's a lot of nuance to this. So I'm gonna give it to you in what I believe would be the core foundational principles, and then we can work from nuance after we've established that, okay? So as you're watching this, if you're like, well, that's not the only thing that happened, I know. All right, but let's start simple. If your partner hits a third shot drop, it's gonna bounce in the kitchen. That's a green light. Go to the kitchen now. Here we go. Yeah. As you saw in that example, the ball, I could tell from JT's trajectory, it had a really good chance of landing in the kitchen. So we went, that's a green light. We go to the kitchen now. Why do we go to the kitchen now? Because we want to apply pressure to our opponent. We did to Tyler just now. He popped the ball up, and because I was at the kitchen line, I was able to put that ball away. So let's talk about red light. Red means retreat. So after your partner's gonna hit the serve, ball comes back, they're hitting their third, I'm taking my prep step, my 1 to 2 steps in. My partner might call out something like red. You can use this language. A lot of times people also might say hi or watch it, but for the purpose of this video, and maybe for you and your partner, let's use this language together. Red. JT might hit a ball, he says red. When I hear the word red, that means retreat. 1 to 2 steps back to the baseline so you can have time and space to recover from the smash that your opponent's about to give you. Let's see it. JT's gonna serve, taking my prep step in, calls red, I'm back, gives us time to recover. We're staying back, waiting for an opportunity. Green, to get to the kitchen. We get to the kitchen, we've evened the playing field, we're neutral. That's not gonna work! That's my fault, that's my fault. That's on me. So you learned green light, you learned red light, now let's talk about yellow light. Yellow equals hold, okay? So, JT serves the ball, we get the return, I'm taking my prep step, my 1 to 2 steps in, and I recognize off JT's trajectory, I turn and I watch. It looks like it might be a tad bit high, so I'm a little nervous to go green light and go. It's not so high that I need to retreat red light, so I'm just gonna hold right where I'm at, and I'm gonna get ready to defend. JT serves it, taking my prep step 1 to 2, I'm watching. Green, you. So yellow is somewhere between dropping the ball and where it bounces in the kitchen and it's so high it's an overhead smash. A lot of times they're taking this ball out of the air, and a lot of times they're still bringing some pressure to you. So I don't want to run in too fast because it's going to be a hard ball to handle. I still want to give myself space to be able to handle it. Another component to this is understanding who your partner is. If your partner is somebody that misses a ton of balls really high and is constantly red, then maybe you take 1 step in as your prep step. Maybe you stay all the way at the back, right? There's nuance to this. If your partner is somebody, and it's what you see at the pro level, pickleball a lot, your partner makes a majority of their thirds bounce in the kitchen, well then you can be a little bit more eager or aggressive to get up to the kitchen. So you have to know who your partner is in addition to watching the trajectory of their ball. And some of you might be saying, how do I know if the trajectory of the ball is good or not? Well, you just gotta play more. You gotta see the ball over and over. If you're playing for the second time and you're thinking about these and you're not getting it, that's okay. Give it time. I'm just trying to give you language so you can have learning about what you do when you're not the one hitting the third shot drop. Quick interruption, zoom in, a little bit out, I got a video series, a new video series for you. 18 advanced tips to help you move up a level. Go to the description below, click the link, type in your email, and start getting videos immediately. 1 video a day for 18 days. Let's go. Now back to the video. So let's go one step further. This system can actually apply beyond the third shot drop. That's just the start of it. Because if you get a yellow or a red, you still want to get to the kitchen line because you want to even out the playing field, and you're going to be more dangerous when you're at the kitchen line. So if you're hitting a 5th shot or a 7th shot or a 9th shot, right? The third shot's what we're talking about, but after I hit it, they hit me a 4th, 5th, right? It comes back and forth. We can still use this system to get up to the kitchen. So I'm gonna go through and we're gonna play some points. I'm gonna call out the light based on the situation that we're in under the circumstances they've put us in. Here we go. I'm gonna prep step, I'm gonna turn, watch. Okay, great call. So JT gave me a green there right off the bat because he knew it was a good drop. Red. Over here. Green. Good. JT serves, return, prep step, turn, watch, decide. Green. Good. Go again. JT serves, ball's return, I'm prep step in, turn, watch, red. We're back. Yellow. 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 Green. Oh, I should have gone green earlier. Perfect example though, I actually got a little confused. We probably should have gone on a green before I missed that ball, right? Because I had a good opportunity, he was hitting up on it, we had time, but instead I called yellow, which isn't horrible, but then you saw I had to take another challenging ball in the midcourt. So here's one final, more advanced tip for you, and I'm gonna make a separate video at another time that goes way more in depth on this teaching, but it's the split step at the moment your opponent is making contact. So whether it's a green, yellow, or red situation, the moment your opponent's about to hit the ball, I wanna actually split so I can gain my balance in order to hit my shot. The mistake a lot of players make is they run through their shot, they're off balance, they don't have a good base, and they miss a lot because of it. So let's show you some examples of what that looks like. Perfect. So now you know what to do if you're the partner who's not hitting the third shot drop. Use the traffic light system. Use the language with the people you're playing with. Green light, yellow light, red light to help inform each other what position you should be in during the point. I'm gonna make another video about what you should do on a third shot drive sometime soon, but for now, try it out next time.
You're trying it out.
You're trying it out.